Hey, Peter Beattie here. Welcome to this week's video. Figure I'd switch it up a little bit. I've got a long drive I've got to make today, so figure I would make better use of this time and make a helpful video for you here today. I've got the external mic all hooked up to the GoPro, so the audio quality should be nearly perfect. We'll find out, I guess. So today's video is going to be all about one of the things that I see a lot of people struggling with. One of the things that I do in my business is I run like a coaching program where I teach people how to create digital products, take their skills, their knowledge, package it up into like an online course, or even turn it into a coaching program themselves, or even turn it into a software program, right? That's what I do. And one of the modules is dedicated to selecting your niche, picking a profitable niche that you can actually make a lot of money in and sell your product. And 90% of the people who hit that module, who go through the program, they get caught up on that. They get so caught up on, well, did I select the right niche? Is this niche going to be profitable? I don't want to spend a bunch of money trying to get into this niche to sell my product and, I don't make any money. On the other hand, they may have a good idea of the niche they want to get into, but they're not sure if the product that they want to sell will actually sell. And that can be pretty scary, when you're starting out to sell a new product. It's kind of scary to sit and think that I've got to dedicate, the next several weeks creating this product, creating the sales funnel, writing the copy, and eventually, getting traffic, whether that's investing in ads or getting affiliates. It's a huge risk because by the time you get ready to release the product, it's either going to go really, really well or it's going to go really, really bad. So a lot of people are afraid of it going really, really bad. And that fear is understandable because, and it's totally justifiable, is what I mean, because, I've failed multiple times when I get the offer and the niche wrong. And I think that's allowed me to kind of figure out how to identify if a niche is worth getting into, if it's profitable, if you've selected the right niche. And number two, how to...
In half a mile, turn right onto School Street.
Sorry about that. I've got the iPhone using it as the GPS today. I do not like the Audi GPS system. It's so annoying. But number two is we're going to figure out if we can actually generate sales for our product. This is the closest thing that I can think of to predict if you're going to be able to generate sales of your product. So you can do this before you even start creating the product, save you a bunch of time and headache, and predict if you're going to be able to generate sales. So
turn right onto School Street.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and jump right into the content. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first part. How do you pick a profitable niche? How do you know if the niche you're going to get into, or you're thinking about getting into, is the right one? So I'm going to walk you through some steps that you can take to verify all this before you start doing any work. Number one, the very first thing you should do is it's going to sound simple, but it's the simple stuff that works. You're going to go into Google and you are going to start typing in the search terms that your target customer would search for if they were searching for a solution to the problem that your product would solve. For example, if we were targeting chiropractors who wanted to automate their lead generation, build a sales funnel for bringing in new patients, and basically automate their business, bringing in new leads and converting those leads into appointments and repeat patients. If we were targeting that niche, perhaps with a Facebook ads training, like how to get more chiropractic leads with Facebook ads and build an automated sales funnel, if we were selling a product like that, what would a chiropractor be typing into Google? They would be typing things like how to get chiropractic leads online, or how to build an automated sales funnel for a chiropractic business, or maybe even how to get chiropractic clients from Facebook ads, or how to get them from paid traffic, things like that. So you want to get inside your customer's mind, type these search terms into Google, and then what you're going to be looking for, you're going to be looking for other marketers, other businesses selling similar products that you want to sell. I know that's going to sound counterintuitive because you always think that you need to be the first in the marketplace when you want to sell something. People tend to think that competition is bad. Well, competition is not bad. Competition is validation that a niche is worth getting into, that there's money in that niche. The last thing that you want to see when you are thinking about getting into a niche is that there's no one else solving the problem that you want to solve. There's no one selling similar products that you want to sell. You never want to be a pioneer. You never want to be the first one in a marketplace. And the way to build a really successful online business is to model what's already working for other people. So if you start seeing ads for like other marketers selling training courses, similar in idea to what you want to sell, it doesn't have to be the exact same hook or the exact same topic. In fact, we want to create a hook that's going to differentiate ourselves from them eventually, but you want to see them at least selling information products or at least selling software to chiropractors, okay? So we want to look for things like video courses that teach chiropractors how to get leads from the internet, right? That's what we want to do. We want to see if there's people paying for ads. Are they paying for ads in the Google results are they paying for their ads to appear in the Google search results? If so, they're paying a lot of money for their ad to be there to target those chiropractors. And they wouldn't be paying that money if those ads weren't working. So that's proof right there that there's money in that niche. They are making money by selling that information product to chiropractors or that software to chiropractors. That's the first step you must pass. If you type your keywords in and you cannot find anything, you need to rethink your niche or pivot a little bit to another sub niche or a different vertical, if you will, or a different niche slightly off to the side. You never want to be the first one in a marketplace. Another thing you can do is you can head over to Facebook and do the exact same thing. You want to see if there are companies on Facebook pages targeting these same people, and you can treat it just like Google. You can search right in the search box on Facebook, and you're going to find Facebook pages dedicated to targeting these people you want to get after, hopefully. Now, what's cool about using Facebook is once you start visiting these different Facebook pages, you're going to start getting retargeted with ads from these other marketers. So you're going to start getting ideas for your own ads, how to start doing things differently than the competition. And you're going to really start to think like a customer, your target customer, because you're seeing the ads that your customers see every single day. And you're seeing how these experienced businesses and these experienced marketers are speaking to them. And this is going to give you so much valuable insight that it's going to start generating ideas for you, not only on your product and how to position it in a unique way, but it's going to give you ideas on how to write your Facebook ads and really how to speak your customers' language. So those are the two things that I really suggest doing if you're thinking about getting into a niche. I mean, you can also do things like opt into the email list of these other marketers as well. Buy their products if you can, go through their sales funnel, turn on Camtasia and record the buying process as you go through it. And that really allows you to, for lack of a better term, to spy on your competition and see what's working for them. There's no better way to validate a potential niche than that right there. Because like I said, smart businesses, especially marketers, would not be paying for advertising, pay-per-click advertising, if it wasn't working. So do that. All right, so now once you've verified that your niche is a profitable one or has a very high likelihood of being a profitable one, here's how you can predict if your product idea is going to sell before you even create it, before you put in the time, money, and resources into creating it. And the first thing that I suggest doing after you've done the first step that I just told you to do, going into Google and Facebook and searching for other vendors who are targeting your target customer, the next thing you can do, you can be like, all right, well, will my product idea resonate with the marketplace? Are people going to connect with this? Are they going to be willing to pull out their credit card and buy? So what you can actually do is you can set up something that I call the test funnel. So you don't even have to create your product for this, but all you need to do is have an idea for the product that you want to offer. We'll use the chiropractors who want to automate their lead generation and appointment generation as an example. Let's say we wanted to create a training course for these chiropractors, teaching them how to do all of this with Facebook ads, right? Because Facebook is a great way to automate your lead generation and sales, right? So we can build out a video course telling them exactly how to do it with Facebook ads, set up Facebook video ad campaigns, we give them the whole scripts, everything. We give them the complete system. But we're not sure if they're gonna be interested in this when we go to release it. So what we can do is we have to come up with the hook of the product. So this is where you kind of come up with your unique position in the marketplace, your unique marketing message is what I like to call it. So you want to first figure out what your hook is. So in this example, we would come up with something like how to put your, and this is not going to be perfect, I'm totally making this up as I go, but how to put your chiropractic lead generation on autopilot and generate nonstop chiropractic patients on demand in the next 48 hours or something like that, right? That would be the hook of your course, and they can actually achieve that with Facebook ads. So what you can do is you can actually set up an opt-in page for that says something like that. You know, download my free cheat sheet or this free 10-page report on how to put your chiropractic lead generation on autopilot, generate appointments on demand, nonstop, every day, whatever. So you write this little 10-page report or you create a cheat sheet telling them exactly how to do it with Facebook ads, basically summarizing it. Now, the trick is here, you're kind of telling them what to do with Facebook ads to do this, but you're not telling them how. So don't worry about giving away too much info, because when it comes time to create your course and actually sell that in the future, that's where you're actually going to tell them how. So what I would recommend doing as far as a lead magnet goes, writing a short 10-page report telling them what to do. You know, first of all, you need to figure out your target market, then target them on Facebook, and then put them through a sales funnel. You know, then follow up with them, make sure they come into your office, right? You give them a little checklist that they need to follow, but you're not actually telling them exactly how. Okay, so come up with this little lead magnet, a 10-page PDF report, or a 21-step checklist, or a 7-step swipe file, whatever, right? I'm sure you can come up with something. And you're going to be giving this away for free in exchange for an email address. So you're going to set up an opt-in page giving this thing away, and you're only going to ask for an email address. And then you're going to go over to Facebook, and you're going to spend just a few bucks on advertising. You're going to spend, $5, $10, $20 on ads. I wouldn't spend over 50 if it was me, just to test this. But this is going to be money well spent. Okay, so you're going to set up an ad basically giving away this free lead magnet, this free cheat sheet, this free report, whatever, and you're going to be targeting chiropractors. You're going to be targeting the niche that you want to get into, that we just verified in step 1 that is a profitable niche, right? You're going to start targeting these people now with an ad giving away something for free. In this case, your free report, your free cheat sheet, telling them how to automate their lead gen with Facebook ads. And you're going to start driving traffic to your opt-in page with Facebook ads. And here's the thing. If you can get people to, number 1, click your ad, if you're getting a good click-through rate on your ad, right, then that's the first good sign that your message is resonating with the audience. If you're getting a horrible click-through rate, your message, your current messaging in your ad is not resonating. So you need to keep tweaking that until you get your click-through rate good, okay? So that's the first breaking point, is your click-through rate on your ad. Okay, so if you're getting a low click-through rate, fix that first, okay? But once you get your click-through rate good, then you need to basically carry over that same message, that same hook over to your opt-in page. You want your ad and your opt-in page to say pretty much the same thing. So, if it says, hey, how to put your chiropractic business lead generation on autopilot and generate appointments on demand in the next 48 hours, whatever. If that's what your ad says, download this free 7-step swipe file or 7-step cheat sheet or 10-page report, then that's what it says in your ad. Then once they click the ad and go to the opt-in page, it's going to say the same exact thing. So if you get your ad working, if you get your click-through rate high, chances are your opt-in page is also going to convert at a good enough rate. So the second breaking point is the opt-in page. So after they click the ad, they go to your opt-in page to enter their email. You want to convert or an opt-in rate there of around, between 20 and 30%. If it's anything below 20%, you got to keep tweaking it, okay? If it's above 30, you're doing really, really well. So those are the two things. If someone can at least click an ad, okay, and you're getting a good click-through rate on that ad, the market is resonating with your message. That's good. That's a good sign that your product is going to.
Half a mile, continue on West Gray Road.
Thank you, iPhone. That's a good sign that your product is probably going to resonate with the marketplace, as long as you use that same messaging when it comes out to actually positioning your paid product, right? Number two, if your opt-in rate is good, between 20 and 30%, and people are willing to give up their precious email address, to get your free thing, your free lead magnet, then that's even better sign that your messaging is right on point and your product idea is probably going to be a hit. So that's the only thing you need to set up the test funnel. Don't even worry about selling anything, all right? You're only setting this up to get that click-through rate at a decent amount. Number two, get the opt-in rate at a decent amount. And if you can do those two things, then you can then proceed to creating your product and then add that on to that existing funnel, right? Then after they opt in, then you can put them into your pre-sale sequence. After they opt into the report, maybe you put them on a webinar or you put them through a video series, then eventually present your paid product. So there you go. I mean, that's really it. So if you're stuck on figuring out if your niche is going to be a profitable one, if your product is going to sell when you release it, I just told you exactly what you need to do. Now all you have to do is go out there and do it. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and hopefully the audio is okay. I'm sure it will be fine. This microphone is actually I use it all my YouTube vlogs, and it always works really, really well. So let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on my blog, click the little icon on the video player, the YouTube icon. It will take you over to YouTube, and you can subscribe right there, or I'll try to put a subscribe button here on my blog. If you've also liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up, smash the like button. That lets me know that you're liking this content. I'll keep putting more out for you if you like it. All right, so thanks so much. I'm Peter Beattie with YourEpicLaunch.com, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.